Thank you, devotees. We're reading 5.20. We are reading 5.20. Na Prahrsyet Priyam Prapya. No Udvijet Prapya Apriyam. Sthirbuddhi Asamudho Brahmavit Brahmani Sthira. Krishna is talking about 4 qualities in the shloka. Na Prahrsyet Priyam Prapya. One quality. Quality means he's not overjoyed when something that is pleasing. Your priyam should be understood to mean that which is pleasing to the senses and the mind. Na prahrsyet priyam prapya. Something pleasing to the mind or senses is coming. Senses, what is pleasing is for the shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. And for the mind, there is some puja, there is pratishtha, there is arhanam, respect, or vandanam. In this way, people can do so many things to us. This is what is pleasing to the mind. So this is one quality. Na prahrsyet priyam prapya. Na udvijet prapya apriyam. Udvijet means he does not hate or he does not try hard to detach. He does not try to avoid the situation. Oh, this is apriyam, this is apriyam, this is apriyam. No, he doesn't think like that. Who we'll talk about? Sthirbuddhi. His intelligence is fixed. Sthiram. It is not asthiram. Why? Because he's not absorbed in anything. Asthiram. Asamudho. He's not in doubt. Many times we can be doubtful about many things. For instance, say I'm enjoying a nice meal outside, or maybe I got a promotion, or I got a new car, I got married. So sometimes you can think actually these people are a little exaggerating. They are maybe one-sidedly seeing. Bhagavad Gita is too exaggerating the nature of this world, temporary, Atma is there, Vyasayatmika, Buddhi, Bhoga, Ishwarya, Prasaktaram. So many things, I think there is too much fuss. Right? So it's nice, it's not a bad place, So in this way, everyone, most 99.99% of the people have this doubt actually, whether life is good or life is bad. Most people. Because life is alternating. Sukha dukkhe. There is sukham and dukkham. That is pleasing, that is dukkham. The sukham and dukkham. So it is not entirely dukkham to the senses, and it is not entirely sukham to the senses. But this alternating sukham and dukkham is another dukkham. So in this way, there is some samshayam, whether there is atma or there or not. Samudaha. Samudaha means there is some doubt, bewilderment. Right? So whether this Krishna is really there, in this way, there is lack of clarity. Asamudho. It's not asamudho. But a person who is Brahmavit, one who knows, situated in Brahman. So he's Brahmani Sthitaha. He's situated in Brahman. Brahmani Sthitaha. Brahmavit Brahmani Sthitaha. So he knows the Brahman. And if you know the Brahman, that means you are in Brahman only. You can't know the Brahman without being in Brahman. It's not possible. Brahmani. Right? All these things are simultaneously true. You are simultaneously in Brahman, and you are the knower of Brahman, and you are also, Krishna says in another place, right? Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmaiva Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. In another previous shloka, Krishna says, Nirdoshan hi samam Brahma tasmat Brahmani te sataha. So Brahma means that the situation of being fixed in the absolute truth. And when you are fixed in absolute truth, you are qualitatively non-different from it. It doesn't mean that I am Bhagavan. Right? The Advaitins make this mistake. They think because there is Brahma Bhuta, right? Okay, Krishna said, right? Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmaiva Brahmavatam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam. Everything is Brahman, Sarva Khalvidam Brahma, yes. And because there is Sarva Khalvidam Brahma, there is no variety. So this is not what Krishna is saying here. Because if Krishna were to say that, why would Krishna mention the three types of tattva? Bhumi, Rapa, Naro, Vayu, Kamano, Buddhi, Revacha. And then Apare, Mitastvanya, Prakriti, Vidhime, Param. Krishna is talking about all these different material energy, what is the spiritual energy, everything Krishna is saying. To ultimately say everything is the same. If everything were the same, why are they different in the same one in the first place? Why does even Krishna have to say? Krishna, I'm telling you the highest. Krishna is telling Arjuna the highest reality. So Krishna is telling Arjuna the highest reality. So Krishna is telling Arjuna the highest reality. So why should Krishna say something lower? So you can't say Krishna and Bhagavad Gita in 7.456 is talking about something vyavaharikam, right? Krishna is telling something very conventional truth. But if you go above that, then you'll come to the point of equanimity. You'll come to the point of aikyam, kevala abhedam. This will what result? This is not something very convincing. So Krishna has already mentioned, I'm telling you this knowledge, bhakto asime sakachi eti rahasyam etat uttamam. I'm telling you the uttama rahasya. Krishna in many places tells here in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna in many places says in Bhagavad Gita that I'm telling you the uttama rahasya. Right? Not in one place, Yoma eva asamudho janati purushottamam sarvaguhyatamam bhuya shrunime paramam vachah asime dridham spakshami tehitam. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamukta maya nagha etat buddha buddhiman syat kritakrityasta bharata. So we at least, just even with the memory, I'm able to recollect at least 4 places. Right, in the 15th chapter, 18th chapter, in the 4th chapter, and the 9th chapter. Krishna is saying, I'm telling you the guhyatamam, the supreme secret. Krishna also says, Maya sakta manapartha yogam yunjan madashraya asamshayam samagram. Krishna is saying everything. Samagram mam. Samagram means everything. Samagram mam yatha nyasi tachrunu. So after having Krishna said everything that I'm going to tell you the highest reality, Krishna is not going to tell something vyavaharikam, which is very conventional to Arjuna, and then leave Arjuna to discover something after, after Bhagavad Gita, there is something else. Right? Many people say like that. So Bhagavad Gita is something lower. After Bhagavad Gita, you have to read Ashtavakra Gita or some other Gita that is higher. But Krishna is very clearly spashtam. If one has any pramanya buddhi in Shastra, in Bhagavad Gita, one must accept with unhesitatingly that Bhagavad Gita is parama pramanyam. Is telling the supreme truth. It's not telling which is conventional or something lower. So the reason I'm mentioning this is just to make us just to send home the point that when we understand the nature of the person who's fixed in Brahman, we understand it's not simply, a kaikya sambandham that exists between the person who's self-realized and the Lord. No. So even after becoming self-realized, the jiva is separate from the Lord. Mamesha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Right. So, and Uddhava Gita also Krishna says, right, ekasya mamamshasya, right, mamamshasya, right, he's my mamayamsha, but ekasya eva, but he is not different in quality. So in this way we can understand. But in this shloka, be more specific. In this shloka, Krishna is telling what is the quality of a person. He's not bewildered by identifying the Atma with his temporary material. He realizes the Lord with all the qualities. So Krishna is telling, this is the person who is Prahrsyet Priyam Prapya. He can observe all these qualities. So we can read Bhagavad Gita in 2 ways, right? Either we can say all these qualities, because Krishna repeats his qualities many places from a different perspectives, right? From the perspective of a a person with Sthita Prajna, Krishna mentions this. From the perspective of a devotee, Krishna mentions this. From the perspective of a person who's knowledgeable, who simply has a knowledge of Atma, Krishna mentions this. So some qualities are common between an Ashtanga yogi, Jnana yogi, Bhakti yogi. It is common between everyone. That's like some courses are common for everyone. But some advanced courses are not, I know you say, they are not applicable for those who are on the lower rungs. You see, similarly, these qualities Krishna mentions here: Sthirbuddhi, asamudho, sammichitam manaha. So being fixed, not being agitated. So this is something uh, consistently, something consistent that Krishna mentions through the Bhagavad Gita. So let us dive into these qualities. So we talked about the samaha, the quality of equanimity in Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Shloka. Also, we talked about this. Now I'll talk about Sthirbuddhi and asamudaha. So when we purify our intelligence, then what happens is that the intelligence gets the sense to actually so then one can understand it.
Like Krishna Prabhu, you are breaking. Can't hear it properly. I'm not sure it's only for me or.
Can you hear me now better? Is it any better right now, Prabhu, or is it the same?
Yes, Prabhu, now it's better.
Okay.
It is better, but there is a lot of silence in between.
Silence as in?
Pause kind of a thing,
Do others feel the same way?
Now it's better, Prabhu.
Let's see. Okay. You can continue. Sorry.
No problem. I just want to make sure if it's going on my side. So I was telling the intelligence, when it becomes more and more purified, the intelligence can look inside, okay? Sthirbuddhi. And the more and more we are freed from the externals, and when it can look inside, we can feel the need for a spiritual master. Which means what? The soul should not have any hope in anything of its in any of its external achievements, in any of its external arrangements, in any of its external conveniences. No. So as long as we are bewildered, asamudaha, we are bewildered right now. Because I think all these external arrangements I have and external accomplishments I have, this will come to my rescue. And this is the reason for our asthira buddhi. Because our buddhi is constantly thinking, what arrangement to make next to protect me? So when we are bewildered in this way, that I have figured out my life. I have a plan for life. Materially, then we can't actually understand the need for the spiritual master. It's not possible. So the soul must hanker, the soul must earn that I'm a pauper, I'm an orphan, and everything that I have right now will go away from me. Now I have to earn the real wealth. What is the real wealth? Who am I? So this is the beginning of becoming asamudha. This is called amanitvam. So until a person comes to this platform, his intelligence will not become sthirbuddhi. The beginning of sthairyam, the quality of having sthirbuddhi is called sthairyam. Sthairyam atma vinigraha. Krishna also talks about this in the 13th chapter. Amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshanti arjavam acharya upasanam sthairyam. The quality of being sthira is called sthairyam. So if the intelligence is divested materially, going out here, there, you cannot have the quality of sthairyam. The intelligence must completely give up hope in everything external. Beginning from the mind, beginning from the body, the house, the expansions of career, everything. And it must conclude that I must seek out a permanent solution. When the buddhi comes to this conclusion that this will not help me, I need to search out a spiritual master, and then it prays to Krishna. This is the beginning of Sthirbuddhi. This is the beginning of asamudaha. So when we are chanting every day, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and when we are trying to surrender to Krishna, automatically one becomes Sthirbuddhi asamudaha. And if you become Sthirbuddhi asamudaha, then na Prahrsyet Priyam Prapya na Prahrsyet Priyam, because by nature, Priyam and Apriyam for the body and mind will keep on coming and going. Health will be good, health will be bad, pleasant situations, unpleasant situations. This will come, Agamapayino Nityaha Damstikshasva Bharata. This will come according to one's own previous activities. This will come. So to understand this will come Agamapayino Nityaha, Zanityaha. What does one need? Sthirbuddhi asamudaha. And how does one get Sthirbuddhi? By Atma Buddhi Prasadajam. Prasadajam, right? One can get it by the mercy of the Lord. Only by the mercy of the Lord, one can come to this conclusion, my entire life is a waste. Because I have not become a servant of a pure devotee. If this conclusion is not coming, one cannot actually become a servant of the pure devotee. And the only way to become a servant of a pure devotee, or why should I go to an illiterate person or some person who might, his nails might be a little dirty, or maybe, why will I fall at his feet? If you are doing material calculations, he's illiterate, he knows only English, he knows only Hindi, he's this, he's like this, I'm very well read, I'm in a good position. So we are doing material calculations, right? So we can't appreciate a pure devotee. How will I want to even become a servant? Can't even appreciate this person. How do I want to become a servant? So I can become a servant when I become asamudaha. I become free from bewilderment. Like we talked about this, right? How one has become nirmoham. So first of all, this moham, that all of this I have will protect me. I don't need Krishna. I don't need sadhu. I don't need Bhagavatam. This is there in our heart. This is the reason for our Rajasi and Tamasi Shraddha. Even Satviki Shraddha is also an obstacle in one sense, because sometimes we can think I will pursue knowledge by controlling my mind. In that sense, that can also be an obstacle. So we need to have Paramarthiki Shraddha, Lobhamayi Shraddha, that only the sadhu lotus feet, I need Krishna's lotus feet. I'm done, I'm suffering. I need Krishna. Without Krishna, what will happen to me? So when this asamudhatvam comes, then only sthairyam can come. So, and then naturally all other qualities will come. So maybe we can, if you talk about going kramam, order, we can read this shloka in reverse maybe. So I'll stop here. Any questions or comments are welcome. Okay, thank you, devotees. Hare Krishna.